here's what I want to know. Why have there been so many UFO sightings over our nuclear launch facilities? I mean, that's scary stuff. The Department of Energy, they have confirmed that there has been UFO sightings over every major U.S. nuclear launch site. And not only are these things showing up unannounced, uninvited, over restricted airspace, they basically park their ass over the underground nuclear launch facilities, and they're even able to somehow remotely disable the nuclear missiles in the process. So, needless to say, it's scaring the hell out of the U.S. military, and Congress and the Senate, they want to know what's going on.
Author and investigator Robert Hastings has spent more than 40 years locating and interviewing military veterans, missile officers, and others who worked in various parts of the atomic weapons program. More than 150 of them so far. They've all told the same story.
That, in fact, UFOs have routinely monitored our nuclear weapons going back decades, and on occasion apparently have actually interfered with the functionality of those weapons.
He called back 5 minutes later, and this time he was very frightened, very scared, shouting into the phone, saying that he had his guards there, and they were seeing a oval-shaped orange-red object hovering just above the gate of our facility. And he was frightened. He wanted me to tell him what to do. What should he do? And so I said something like, make sure nothing comes in, use force if necessary, but we had to protect the weapons that we had. So he hung up the phone, and I went to tell my commander about this phone call. And as I was speaking to him, the missiles went into inoperable condition, what we called no-go. They could not be launched, and we lost all 10 of them.
Everything we'd written.
All 10 missiles were disabled, every single one of them.
We don't know who is piloting these craft or why they're poking around, but dozens of witnesses and thousands of pages of documents suggest someone is monitoring our nukes. The Department of Energy admits there's a long history of UFO activity over nuclear weapons facilities.
The I-Team's own FOIA request, filed in 1992, produced a thick stack of documents from the Department of Energy indicating UFO incidents over every major atomic weapons facility dating to the late 40s.
The incident at Malmstrom Air Force Base, Montana in 1967 did involve the appearance of a saucer-shaped object above a nuclear missile launch site. Seconds later, all 10 of these missiles controlled by this site malfunctioned.
This is a clip from a new documentary film, the culmination of Hastings' years of research. The film includes chilling incidents where UFOs have not only infiltrated restricted airspace over nuclear missile bases, but on occasion have disabled ICBMs and put the military on high alert. In one dramatic incident from the film, military photographers using telescopic lenses watched a UFO disable a warhead used in a missile test fired from Vandenberg.
Reported this to the command post, and they told him the same thing had happened at another site, although it was a week earlier. But they also lost 10 missiles due to this object.
Whoa. So that's a no-go. They call that a no-go when the missiles have been disabled. So can you imagine? I mean, they must be freaking out about this. Of course, the U.S. military, they will consider this a major threat. Some people think it might be a warning. What do you think?
Well, the aliens did let us drop 2 bombs.
Yes, they did.
On Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They let us test bombs. They let China test missiles. They let North Korea test missiles. They let the Russians test missiles.
Mm-hmm.
And the Israelis, who have nukes, even though they don't want you to think they do have them.
Hell, maybe they gave us the technology.
Yeah, now they're just making sure that they can turn it off, that the fail-safe is there.
They've also
the Order 66 switch.
There's also been reports of them actually starting the launch sequence at some of these sites where they've had to go in and manually shut them down. So they're very interested in it. Regardless, they're very interested in it. And now Congress and the Senate, they want to know what's going on. But look, here's the thing too.
Yeah.
I just don't trust these guys. Part of the guys that are leading the UFO disclosure are Marco Rubio Harry Reid.
He's a Ferengi.
Yeah. Harry Reid said that most of the videos and the information he has never seen the light of day. So hopefully that will come out. And then we have,
maybe that's why he had that black eye. He was trying to hold on to it, or they wanted it to see the light of day, and they're punching Harry Reid in the face.
We got to wait till this summer.